Good morning. I'd like to call to order the Human Resources Appointment and Equity Committee, Tuesday, October 18th, 2016. Can we have a roll call, please?
Calling the roll, Ms. Conwell.
Here.
Mr. Gallagher. Mr. Gallagher is absent. Mr. Germana.
Here.
Mr. Miller.
Here.
Ms. Brown.
Here.
We have a quorum.
All right, I'd like to make a motion to excuse Councilman Gallagher. All in favor say aye. Aye. There is no need to excuse council members from committee member meetings, but we just like to do it. Public comment related to the agenda. Anyone signed in?
No, Madam Chair.
All right. There's approval of the minutes from the October 4th meeting. Was everyone here present at that meeting? If so, can I have a motion, please?
Also move. Second.
All right, all in favor, say aye. Aye. Minutes are approved for the October 4th, 2016 meeting. Today, we have matters referred to the committee. One ordinance that was referred back from the committee of the whole. Needed a couple of amendments, so if Chrissy could read that into the record, please.
Ordinance 2016-0012, amending section 303.01 of the Cuyahoga County Code to update the Civil Service Code of Cuyahoga County as amended.
All right, so I'd like to make a motion to approve the proposed substitute that's before us. Is there a second?
Second.
All in favor say aye. Aye. Then there's also today included an amendment to the proposed substitute. So can I have a motion for that, please?
I so move. Second.
Okay, moved and seconded. All in favor say aye. Aye. So you have both documents in front of you, the proposed substitute and the additional language for the amendment to section 303.01C5. All right, we will ask Mike King to come up and talk about the technical changes that occurred on, I don't know if you have it before you, but page 2 of the proposed substitute.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Michael King, County Council staff. I just wanted to briefly inform you about the substance. Most of the changes in this proposed substitute are either stylistic or technical in nature. The only one I wanted to call your attention to was on page 2 of the proposed substitute, and that is to section 1. Some of the wording there has been changed to just reflect the changes to the county code. And then in section 303.01A, one of the substantive changes, later on in this particular ordinance, some language is deleted where the county has incorporated Ohio Administrative Code Chapter 123:1. This was, I believe, removed in some part as an oversight, because it's important that we incorporate those sections into our county code as amended and modified or superseded by the county's code. And I worked with the law department, the Department of HR, and the PRC on this language, and I've received feedback that they are all agreeable to this particular provision. The only other substantive change is on page 4, and I'm sure Councilman Miller will want to speak to this, but in the classification plan maintenance, there is a change that would state that when making individual pay determinations, that any other factor, that the Department of Human Resources will base those determinations on relevant factors, including direct experience performing job functions, qualifications in the labor market, and pay of other employees assigned to the same classification. The language relating to within the same appointing authority has been removed, but it's added that any other factors deemed by the Director of Human Resources to be relevant to the individual case, with the relative importance of all factors to be as determined by the Director to be the most appropriate for the individual case. So that's language that Councilman Miller had suggested. And then the amendment, which was added after the agenda was published, simply mirrors this language in B3 to section C5, which deals with position audits, but it has the same exact language related to individual pay determinations. So that amendment simply takes this change and incorporates it into that section. I'm happy to take any questions on that.
Any questions for Mr. King? All right.
Thank you.
Thank you. Councilman Miller.
Just a brief comment that the
the language on individual pay determinations creates a combination of clarity and specificity. It provides a discrete list of what the pay determinations are going to be based on, but it also says that any other factors deemed to be relevant can also be considered, and it also says that the administration can decide among the relative importance of the various factors in applying them to any particular case. So that's what it does. Thank you.
All right, thank you. And I believe this language clears up the job audit as well as the classification section as well. So anyone need to speak on this? All right, it looks like it has been agreed upon. And any questions from council in regards to these changes? All right. Hearing none, we will move this out of committee for third reading adoption to the committee of the whole, which will be technically Monday, October 24th. So we must note our calendars, and I'm saying that more so for myself to remember, not anyone else. So can I have a motion to move this third reading adoption?
Second.
Moved and seconded. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All right. Any miscellaneous business? Other than the note to highlight, we will be addressing this on Monday, October 24th. Anyone signed in for public comment?
No, Madam Chair.
Meeting adjourned.
Short and sweet.
Yep.